Hello, hello, all my yarny friends. It's Teresa with Critters Crochet. Um, how is everyone today? Well, it's been an eventful weekend, and I hope you can hear me because I'm talking a little low. Um, my mom is here. Um, she's downstairs in the bedroom asleep right now. But um, Saturday morning, my mom called all in a panic. She said, "I think I've had a stroke." And I freaked out because she's had many strokes before. I said, What do you mean? Why do you think that?" She said, "Well, nothing on my phone looks right, and my TV, nothing looks the same. Everything's messed up." And I thought that was really an odd answer. So I said, "Okay, I'll be there. I will be right there." So I told Steve what was going on. I was going to run over there. So we both decided to go. Okay, we both went. So got over there and I said, "Okay, Mom, let me see your phone." And she showed it to me. And um, there, there wasn't anything wrong with her phone. It was the same as it always has been. And I said, "Mom, show me on here what's different. Here's your phone. I don't see that there's anything different, but can you show me what you see that's different?" And she said, "Well, none of this stuff was here before." And I said, "Well, Mom, yeah, all of this stuff was here before. This is how your phone always looks. I'm sorry." Checked out her TV, same situation. I said, "Mom, the TV is the same as it's always been. There's nothing wrong with your TV." Um, so she said, about that time, she said, "I've got to go to the bathroom. I think I'm going to be sick." And she went running to the bathroom. Well, she went to the bathroom, got in there, and I heard her throwing up. I said, "Steve, she's in there. She's sick. She's vomiting." So we, I said, she needs to go to the ER right now. I said, he said, "Well, she's just throwing." I said, "Steve, I've had this conversation with you already before. The minute she gets sick, she has to go to the doctor because it escalates and she ends up in the hospital. She's got to go to the ER right now." So we got her in the car and we took her to the ER because I said, "This is why she's talking out of her head. She's not making any sense." So found out at the ER that she was dehydrated. She thinks she's drinking enough water, and she's not at all. Um, so she's severely dehydrated. They think she had the stomach virus. That's why she's thrown up, but she could be thrown up because of the dehydration too. They don't know. Well, they're just thinking because all her blood work showed fine. They did a CT scan. They said the CT scan has shown nothing. I don't agree with that at all. I think she's having TIAs. I don't believe it for a minute that that scan showed nothing. Um, so after 5 hours at the ER, they just sent her home. They called in a prescription for Zofran for her to take for her nausea and sent her home. So we get back and we get home, or we get back to her house. I took her back to her house. Steve had already gone home because we were so long in the ER and there was stuff he needed to do. And I said, "You might as well go home. There's no telling how long we're going to be sitting here." And I said, "If I need you, I'll call, whatever." So, I mean, we're not 15 minutes from the hospital, 10, 15 minutes from the hospital. So I said, "Just go home. If something comes up, I'll call you." So he went on home. So I take Mom home from the ER and we get to her house. Well, today she has surgery. She has her right eye surgery where they're going to do laser surgery because her fogginess for her cataracts are coming back. So they're doing laser surgery to get rid of that because she can't see anything. And no, I'm getting ahead of myself. So she wanted me to write down on a piece of paper because she's done eye drops before. I was going to let her just do it again. So she wanted me to write her schedule out of when she does her eye drops. So I was doing that. And I wrote down Sunday, and she said, "Why are you writing down Sunday?" I said, "Because tomorrow is the first day that you start doing your eye drops." "Well, tomorrow's not Sunday." And I said, "Yes, ma'am, tomorrow's Sunday." "Well, what's today?" And I said, "Today is Saturday the 4th. Tomorrow will be Sunday the 5th. Well, why are we doing this so early? My surgery's not till next month." And I said, "No, Mom, your surgery is Monday." "Well, this is September." I said, "No, Mom, this is October. Today is October the 4th. Monday is October the 6th, and that's when they're doing the surgery on your right eye." Completely confused. I wrote it down on paper. I showed her everything. She was still confused. She didn't understand why she was having to do just one drop. I said, "Because that's all you need. One drop in your eye 3 times a day. Here's the days and here's the time." I mean, I had it very specific. She couldn't keep it straight. She couldn't. I said, I can't do this. I said, "Mom, I'm worried about you being so confused." And I said, "You're going to have to do these eye drops correctly, or they're not going to be able to do your surgery. So I think I need to either come and stay with you to help you with these drops, or you need to come to our house." So she wanted to come here. So we packed up all her stuff. We packed up enough clothes and stuff that she needed for 2 weeks, because she does her right eye today, and then next Tuesday, the 14th, she has her left eye done. And I feel like she's going to need help that week too. So we packed enough for her to be here for 2 weeks. Um, and so I called Steve and I said, "She's coming home with me. She's she's staying with us. You will not believe the confusion she's in right now. There's no way she can handle any of this." I said, "She'll be calling me every 5 minutes to do whatever." And I said, she's too confused to be by herself. So she's here with us Saturday night, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's been a weekend. Saturday night, about 6:30, we're sitting there. Steve's talking to Mom. We're sitting there in the living room. They're talking. She had her cup with her. We got her some electrolyte drink to drink because of her throwing up and everything. So she has her cup that she's drinking, and all of a sudden she goes like this. She just went and slunched over in her chair like that, and she's in this deep stare. Steve's sitting there. He goes, "Betty." He even tapped her on the arm. "Betty." Nothing. No response. I said, "Steve, she's having a TIA. She is having another one." And a TIA is a mini STROKE. I said that word a while ago, and I don't know if you can say that on here. Anyway, it's a mini one. I said, "She's having another one." And it lasted a full minute before Steve was able to get her to come to and talk. And then when she did come to, she didn't know who Steve or I were. She didn't know who we were. She didn't know where she was. Very confused. That took a couple more minutes, and then she finally realized where she was at. And then she started throwing up again. We had a trash can thing right beside her in case she got sick, and we grabbed it and gave it to her, and she started getting sick again. So it was time for her to take her Zofran. So I went ahead and gave her another Zofran, and that kind of helped because she hasn't had another episode or thrown up since 6:30 Saturday night, but she is still massively confused. She um, she has medicine she takes in the morning at 8 o'clock, and then she takes medicine again at 8 o'clock in the evening. And when last night I gave her evening medicine, she took her medicine at about 8 o'clock. She went to bed at 9. Okay. Between 8 and 9 o'clock, I think I counted about 5 or 6 times that she said, "Oh, I need to take my evening medicine." And I said, "Oh, it's okay, Mom. You've already taken it." And she just what? I said, "Yeah, you've already taken your evening medicine. You're good." Okay. She said that about 5 or 6 times, that she needed to take her nighttime medicine over an hour period. And she she's not remembering. She's not. And I told Steve, I said, the more TIAs she has, the doctor told me this, the more TIAs she has, the more it's going to affect her brain, and it's going to affect her being able to reason and respond, and it's getting bad. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to have to do. Steve said, well, she could go home. If she goes home, you're going to have to go over there all the time and get. And I said, yeah. I said, it'll be me over there all the time. So y'all, I'm telling y'all this so you can be praying for my mom, because she needs them. She needs prayers big time. Her mother, my grandma, had TIAs. And when her mental health started declining from the TIAs, it got really bad really quick. She had several minis, and then she had one big stroke, and that's what took her life. And I'm really scared that that's getting ready to happen to my mom. This weekend's been really trying. So I need your prayers, good thoughts sent her way. Also, I'm telling you all of this about her because now that she's living here temporarily, we hope this is going to get better. I don't see it improving because it's just getting worse to me, but we will see. Because another reason I don't feel like it's getting better is because she's not sick anymore. She's not throwing up. She's not got the upset stomach. And usually when you get her over that hump of not being sick, she snaps right back to being able to do for herself. Her mind fine. She can think about things and she knows what's going on. Now it's not coming back. She's feeling fine. She's not throwing up. She's not sick, but she's not coherent. She can't remember things. She can't keep things straight in her mind. She's still in a very confused state. So, like I said, she's living here now. I'm taking care of her. I don't know how many videos I'm going to be able to put out this week. There is a good possibility I will not be able to put videos out every day. If I do get a video out, it's probably not going to come out in the morning. It's going to come out later in the afternoon, because what I'll probably have to do is I can come up here and record when she's sleeping. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen this week. Just the only thing I can tell you is have your notifications on, set to all, and that way when I do get a video, you'll get notified. That's the only thing I can tell you guys, because I can't give you, with the way things are going on right now with my mom, I cannot give you a stable set time that I'm going to be on here because she's needing a lot of my attention. So pray for her. Sorry. I was trying to get through this video without breaking down. Pray for her. Pray for our family. Guys, it's just crazy. My uncle, her brother, passed away last month. Um, when we were up for his funeral, her sister was really bad. Her mental state has gone downhill. She's at home. She has care that comes in and takes care of her at home, but she needs to be in a nursing home. She's really bad. Um, my cousin said that she's constantly in a state of confusion. Um, she so not only did my uncle pass away last month, now my aunt is in a downward spiral. She no longer recognizes where she is. She's always in a state of panic about what's going on around her. And now this with my mom. It's like all three siblings have just boom, 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 gone drastically downhill in a matter of a couple months. And it's scary. So I'd appreciate you guys, like I said, keeping us in your prayers. Um, and, it may not be full videos this week. I may just go out on my front porch and do a short or two. Um, but I did get the gingham blanket done. I got it finished. This is the border. Um, I got it. I was trying to figure out of a really cute border to do on it, and I used this book, the Around the Corner Crochet Border by Edie Eichmann. And so I think it was this one, 100, number 130s. Let's see. Yeah, it was this one. This border right here is what I did. So my son is going to be coming home this coming weekend, and the blanket is for his roommate's girlfriend. So he's going to take that back with him when he goes back to school. And so yeah, finished the gingham blanket, so that's done. So I think today I'm going to work on the alphabets for tomorrow's video, and hopefully I can get those alphabets done. And then I've got some stuff to work on for the November Homemakers Holiday. And yeah, I'm thinking I've got so much going on this week. Got her eye appointment Monday. Um, I'm supposed to have my red light therapy and reflexology on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I'm supposed to get a haircut, and I need it because his hair is a mess. So I may be calling my niece and seeing what her schedule is, and see if she can't come over and sit with mom while I go do these things that I need to get done. So I'm going to try and enlist her help this week. She's she has a job, but it's very sporadic. It's like he'll call her when he needs her. She works with a contractor, and she does painting, and she paints and stuff when they're doing remodels or building homes. She helps with the painting in the house, and it's not steady. It's just sporadic. So she may be able to help me a lot with this. So I gotta contact her and see if she can do that. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of here and get some things done downstairs, and work on some stuff. And I got to call her doctor this morning and let him know what happened over the weekend. And I've got to call the eye center and make sure she's fine now. So I may not even need to say it, but I just want them to have the heads up that this is going on. Um, so anyway, got some stuff to do this morning, and y'all just, I'm already, she's only been here since Saturday, and I'm already exhausted. I'm trying to get as much sleep as I can, but it's trying. If you've taken care of a parent, you guys know. So I am going to get off here and get some things done. This was kind of a long video, but I just wanted to explain what's going on in our world right now, in case I can't put the content out that I've been putting out, so you guys will understand why. I will keep you updated on things, and thank you again for all of your support for this channel and for the prayers and everything for my mom. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.